There we are. Hello there, everybody. We're going to go into some early access today together of Every Day We Fight. Just to fidget some technical details, and then we're going to dive into the game. So, there we go. And I hope you guys will enjoy this as much as I do, because it's a lot of fun. We're going to explore a hotel together and see how that'll work. I have so far only played the prologue, or however you pronounce that. Hailstorm. Okay, how to interact with that. And here we are for the first time in the open world area, so to speak. Okay.
I wonder what those soldiers would think of us now.
You think we could fire this thing?
We just need a few cannonballs, some gunpowder, and a way to get the rifts to stand in front of it for 5 minutes while we load it.
I'm just trying to think outside of the box, like I told my students.
Okay, we found a cannon, which is obviously quite useless. Good on us. We're starting here, and as you see there, just like in a good old RPG fashion, you can cross off those little areas there. Let's see, maybe if we can shoot that thing. Doesn't look like that, does it either? It's alien stuff. Huh. But there's some more stuff. Rare scope. But we obviously can't go over there like this. Okay. Fine. I also feel like we could set the master volume a little bit higher. Let me know what you guys think. So let's check what we find over there. Or is there anything else? So there's the manhole. There's just that stuff that we can't reach yet. Okay, upstairs we go. So...
You think we could use some of this scrap?
Think I could make something useful out of it. If, you know.
If we live through the day? Yeah, cheery.
Let's back it up then.
Okay. So that's obviously me. Okay. Hello, camera. That was a very, very unfortunate angle, but whatever. Oh, it's me because I have the floor vision like that. Okay. Wonder if we can get on top of these items somehow. Let's see. I mean, maybe access is above. Jump down here or something like that? Nothing I could interact with. Maybe there's a barrel that we can shoot. What was that? We can swap the shoulder, but that doesn't do anything.
Already stuck?
Nah, I'm just too curious to find if I can get myself into a secret area already. So obviously we need to get to the university thingy. Maybe I'm also lacking some gear as of this point. Maybe I can't reach it yet. But give me something to explore, you know. Okay. Well, it looks like we are going to find here what we're looking for. So, heat levels. Okay. So the more noise I make, the worse the enemies get.
I thought the place was gonna be crawling with rifters. Hear that? They're all inside.
Fair enough. You expect tourists in a hotel?
They're not gonna let us sneak in and steal the resonator, piece of alike.
No, we're gonna take them out first and then grab it.
Okay. Let's see how that'll play out. So, use middle mouse button, change the visibility to offset. Floors. Okay. Wait. I get it. Can't go upstairs like that, okay.
Look out!
So,
Spread out. This way, come on.
let's start sneaking, shall we? I could take the front entry too. Most of the time, it's not the smartest choice. But since I haven't seen a single enemy so far... Oh, there they are. Okay. Good God, that is a very, very, interesting combat area with lots of balconies. Okay. So, I'd say...
Don't all bunch up.
we're going to spread the team.
Oh, looky, a resonator. Let's make sure there's no risk before we touch it.
Okay, so let's see how close we can get before this thing explodes into our face. Dylan is the boy with the short-range weapon. The other folks have long-range weapons, so... I'd like to get Dylan a little bit more closer. So let's bring Vivian over here. So... gotta say, I really like this part of the gameplay already, where you... It feels very, very, free,
Okay,
but
follow
very
me.
strategic,
Let
though.
me have a look around.
So... Anybody grenades? Yeah, we've got one boy with a nade. I don't think we should open up with a grenade. I think this is as good as it will get, right? I just wonder if I can't get Vivian some place better. Maybe over there. Maybe we can get her into a real sniper position there. Yeah, that's gonna be great. Stair. Oh, let's see. This seems to be safe. Alright. Can I close that door somehow? Whoa! I didn't mean you to hide there. She automatically goes there then. Fortunate. Okay, I think this is as good as it will get here. We have two of them at front. Let's open up with Leo. Okay, that position looks from here better than... Okay, we shouldn't fight uphill. Okay, so we are going to surround them like... I'll leave the guy with the long-range weapon there. With the premise to move him there. I'll take Dylan and put him up there. Hey, Paperboy, welcome! Okay. So, lots of fidgeting before the actual action. But I gotta say, this is pretty cool. Okay. Okay. Don't think it'll get much better than that. So, swap shoulder, lean into cover.
This
Bang.
just got real.
Got the
Another
first
one
guy.
down.
Feels good, doesn't it?
That's that, right? Let's see. He's done with his turn. Let's see what the others can do. Okay, and now we swapped into turn-based combat from this point on. Opened the fight like that, and fluidly went into this other type of fighting system. I really like that. Okay. That doesn't kill him. No, that's not what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Still fighting a little bit against the controls. I'm very sorry about that. Okay, hold breath. And... okay. Can't take breath and reload that weapon in the same turn. Okay. Guy's going over there. I could also just go into Overwatch and just fry everybody who's just crossing that
Ready
line.
and waiting.
Let's try that. I don't want to move Vivian into a clear area where she can get shot. This guy is going into Overwatch as well. Looks like they don't know where I'm at. Yet. Oh, they do. Just take the other angle there. Too bad. Okay. Okay. So... let's see. If I move there, I should be able to take out that guy, right? Let's see. Can we? Yeah, I do. Maybe some bullets left for the other bloke too. Okay.
Dropped another rift.
That's the power of positioning. This guy went down like, Alright. Rapid fire weapons, they're pretty good, aren't they? So, oops. Let's move on over here. Shoot out of cover.
We got incoming! Could be Karg!
Fun! I really like how this game plays. I don't know, they did a good... They did a good job how the fighting feels, and especially since you're doing the shooting yourself, you never get that frustrating feeling that it was just a bad roll, so to speak. Okay, so let's see what's happening. Dude's gonna be teleporting on that
They got
balcony.
grenadiers with bombs.
Oh, great. Partially armored rifters capable of throwing explosives. Great. So, where do I want to move her? So we get a reaction movement now. I think... this should be a good spot. Oh, I can't move that far, I see. Then... this place is good.
I don't think so!
It's also cutting the line of sight from these guys. Whew, that's a lot of dudes. Okay. This guy can't have too many action points left, does he? Wow. They all teleported right on top of poor Dylan.
Crap! Crap! You won't get me!
Okay. Today I learned. So, Dylan, how about that hand grenade of yours? get all 3 of these? No, they're not in the same room. Okay. Can I get both of these somehow? Yes. Alright. So... gonna be moving Dylan over here. Then
Toss
these
it a
2
grenade!
guys. Oh, they get a scramble move too.
Your fight is over.
Okay. Boring. But whatever. So looks like we're going to die here. Is that rifle loaded? Yes, it is.
There.
So. I'm honestly not 100% sure if this game really wants me to win. At this point, at least. Can I move Dylan somewhere place else? Yeah. Because I really got no clue how the heck I'm supposed to pierce through that heavy armor of these guys. They're not standing right next to any explosives that I can see, or are these things explosives? No. Quite the opposite. So... it's quite a lot of armor on these guys. I'm frankly confused of how I'm supposed to play this, but we'll see. Okay. Can't reload here. Can't get it to cover. I mean, I'm barely scratching these guys. So, I mean, the engineers aren't that hard to kill, but the grenadiers, I don't have any clue how we're supposed to kill these boys. But we'll see about that. But we're obviously good at running. Oh god, there's even more incoming. Oh boy. So... 10 action points to get there. But... So... oh, she needs to reload first. Yay!
Vengeance is sweet!
Okay, I took one down,
We
but
got this.
there's even more to come. Found bandages. Okay. After my previous experience with these things, I feel bad about Vivian's position, but let's see. Oh god. Not quite sure how I'm supposed to win that with just 2 rifles that can only shoot once per turn and
Oh no, oh no, oh no, no, no!
like that. But maybe that's the whole point here. Ow.
Ah!
But maybe I'm just really bad at this and you're supposed to win this directly. A hard time telling. Let's move fast forward here.
No!
Yes, right down. But the numbers disadvantage is pretty harsh. Maybe I also overlooked something at the beginning.
No!
where you could get better gear than that, but there were only these bad rifles in the hideout where I started at.
Moving target!
But let's see. I mean, this is supposed to be a roguelite after all, so dying's supposedly part of the gameplay loop.
Ah, crap!
God. But I mean, yeah. I feel like I'm fighting with pea shooters against these dudes. It's probably because I am. Okay, let's try
Watching
some
for them
Overwatch.
this way.
Leo doesn't have any ammo left.
Your ass, Leo!
Okay. But they should be surrounding me eventually.
All tech, no brains.
Okay. Barely scratched the dude. Bye-bye, Dylan. Been fun with you. So, yeah. Kiss goodbye.
No! No! No!
I don't even waste my time any further for that.
Oh, you
So-
dead?
Absolutely. So, begin new timeline. Items unlocked. Let's see what that means. But I mean, I do appreciate a game that bloodies my nose instead of just showing me the entire game without challenging me at the very least little bit to understand how things work. I rather get myself beaten up in the first level rather than just being bored and wondering when the challenge will come. I've had so many games like these in the last years where I was wondering, and when does it become challenging? So, here we have it, at Rugosa Hotel, at least for a numbnut like me. Ow, these guys were really nasty to me. They did hurt my feelings. And my fighters.
Gather the supplies you need.
So
You
they
get
kept
busy.
their levels?
When Karg killed us, we went back to the shoreline. After we killed Karg, we started waking up on the bridge, closer to Faber Labs. If we kill Karg again, maybe we'll start waking up even later in the day.
Sure, let's roll the dice. What's the worst that can happen?
Alright. Hailstorm? Hailstorm? Last time there was this was where I had... Alright, all hailstorms. Last time I had 2 long hauls and instead of that. Okay, this looks way more playable. Does make a lot of difference if you only have sniper rifles or also automatic weapons. I think they would have killed me still under the given circumstances, but I think with more automatic weapons I would have been able to put up more of a fight there. Okay, how does the character menu go again? I have level ups. Game, show me. Forgot the hotkey. Yeah, can't do that outside of the sewers only. So, let's check one last time if I'm missing anything, but everything you can collect seemed to be very, very blinky and such. Maybe I should have been exploring the surroundings more before going to Ragusa Hotel, huh? I don't know. Here. That's the screen I was looking for. Okay. Loading screens are pretty harsh so far. I mean, I should just invest some money finally into an SSD, but yeah. Did notice that loading between one and another area takes quite some time in this game. But at least the gameplay itself is pretty fluid once you are in these areas. That's one thing that I do like. Okay, so how do you get into the character menu? Pressing M does the trick, obviously. So we can also modify these weapons eventually when we find something to modify. And we are level 2 now. So I learned that hologram skill, I remember. Let's try that kill assist, because I can't really imagine how that's supposed to work. Yes, just more HP. Well, let's do that proximity punch. In the latest situation, that would have been really useful. Okay. That's the weapons that we got, eh? Would have been really helpful last time. But whatever. I'll see what we can find this time. And I'd say I will explore this time a little bit more around the hotel this before I go into the hotel. Maybe I missed out an opportunity where we could have get stacked up or something like that. But I do like the fact that that the game invites me to just try to win the fight instead of do the safe scum parade that I usually do in games like these. You know, save and reload until you get the result that you want. I'm not particularly proud about my my habits there, but you know.
I don't like cats. But a smudge cat I would pet. If I could. Vivian, you're a scientist. What's the dome made out of?
Ask a riff.
Live a little.
Well, one of the scientists at the lab said if you could modulate the speed of light inside a bubble, it would be impenetrable. He also said that someone stole his hands and replaced them with exact replicas.
Newspaper. Wizard at work. Blind scientist has no destructions. Okay.
We tried to get Dr. Faber to come speak at my school.
Huh.
What
Okay. So let's see how well that works in action.
did you do at Faber Labs?
Science stuff.
What kind of science stuff?
How's your matrix algebra?
How's it feel? Thinking you're smarter than everyone else.
Okay. So clearly I have overlooked a few things here and there. And it seems as if I'm crossing a comfort border here. Whoa, okay, hello, guys. Jeez, it's a few rifters there. Okay. I appreciate that this game doesn't try too hard to replicate the mission type structure of XCOM, for example. Too many games try to replicate the game formula of XCOM too hard when it comes down to turn-based alien fighting. So it's good so far. Okay, there's scrap. What's that? Yeah, we're just passing, trying to find an easier way in the hotel, but I don't think that there is. For one, I think it was just very rash of me to distribute myself like that. Maybe we would have been able to fight that off if I would have been scattered. If I would have not been scattered like that. It's another thought. Let's see. Hoping for some extra grenades or anything else helpful there. Those grenadiers, they were tough as nails. Medium scrap. Okay. So looks like this is the money of this game, eh? I mean, now we have the other extreme. Now I don't have any long-range, hard-hitting weapon. Now I only have short-range, semi-automatic things. When you're with the Resistance, you obviously are not the one to ask what kind of gear you get. Yeah, so far the exploration part is really fun. Although I'm getting the feeling that I am supposed to just...
No rifters? I figured there'd be a whole crowd of them.
Hear that? They're all inside.
Fair enough. You expect tourists in a hotel?
Okay. Can't skip that. Oh. But you can take the same fight from very, very different angles. Look at that. Okay.
Heads up.
Not really useful to be all the way up there with all the short-range weaponry. In my previous attempt, that would have been actually useful, but here I'm just outmaneuvering myself, basically. So I think we're just going to go...
Let's make ourselves wide. And there's our resonator. It'll have to wait. First,
to
we
find
clear
you.
out the rifts.
I mean, I think it doesn't get better, much better than that. Is the guy there, or is he not? Let's see. Looks like they're a little bit shy right now, eh?
This is it, Thorns!
Okay. Then, let's see if we can't do this
If it moves, I'll kill it.
like this.
This way's covered.
I mean, I don't have any better ideas right now.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, no, no!
Whoa! Ouchie. I should have just stepped a little bit deeper into the room instead. The good ideas that you always have afterwards. So... I wish these things had hotkeys that you can't
Watch
see.
it for movement.
Taking aim here.
Covering this area!
We have that hologram skill too. So let's see if overwatching this thing works.
We got incoming! Could be Karg!
Okay, they just keep spawning. We need to fight very, very fast. That's one thing that I notice. So there's, you know, you don't get any relief if you just wait it out. Okay, they do that Overwatch stuff too, eh?
Riffs never learn.
But I think I just already pretty much messed up the fight by not going all in onto them like I should. Feel like that with the numbers advantage the enemy has on us, I don't feel like I did a smart thing there. But whatever.
I'm watching for them.
There's a bajillion enemies now.
Stupid Riff!
Oh. I should have waited until he really entered, eh? Interesting. This is one of the most fun things about this game, and for me personally. That you have this interactivity on the on all these things. It's also a little bit hard to play around it because it really is a completely different gameplay. But it's also very fun.
There you are.
Barely scratching the dude again. Dang. But I got a hand grenade.
That's close enough, I reckon.
Should I do that? Let's try it.
You're gonna feel this. Down for the count.
Okay. So...
You had it coming.
There we go.
Shit.
Hot potato! How'd you like that?
Did that actually do anything? Well...
It had it coming.
Kind of confused here.
Don't know detected. Sun Iris now.
I'm so bad at this. In all honesty, I'm also not used to the enemies suddenly scuttling into action when you start shooting them. It's pretty cool, I really gotta say. It is one of those games where you feel like you're not really using the same knowledge you do with games like these, so to speak. Yeah, we're pretty done here. I messed up on so many fundamental ways here again.
I'll focus on things this way.
But I do like the learning here. It's a fun thing. Oh, I'm taking the Overwatch into the wrong direction here.
Shit!
Okay. Okay.
That's for the ones we lost.
Yeah. Maybe if I go there. Oh, there's a whole flippin' grenadier.
Just like the rest of you.
Okay. Okay. There's more enemies incoming, but I think I have the situation still better under control than last time.
Move me, move!
Even if I'm pretty sure that
No! No!
this is not going to end well for Vivian.
Bye-bye, Leo. I'm done.
So many of them. But I did clear the challenges. But I mean, how are you supposed to kill all these guys?
Like severe.
But let's see. Maybe I get some reward for clearing out the challenges. I mean, I do admit that I'm not playing this the best way that I could, but alright, Viv. Last stand. There we go. Doesn't get better than that.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, no, no!
Harsh. The thorns are dead. Long live the thorns. Or something like that. Wow. I wonder if it gets easier if you just knock out these guys in the first turn, all of the enemies. I wonder if I fail on the speed part of the first challenge, and then maybe it's super easy if you... Because I really don't know how the heck you're supposed to crack through the sheer amount of enemies in that short amount of time. Well... Let's see. But it's safe to assume
Gather the
that
supplies you
the
need. Could get busy in there.
problem
When
lies
Karg
with
killed
me.
us, we went back to the shoreline. After we killed Karg, we started waking up on the bridge, closer to Faber Labs. If we kill Karg again, maybe we'll start waking up even later in the day.
Sure, let's roll the dice. What's the worst that can happen?
So here we have 2 long hauls again. What? Bandages. And a grenade. We have way more provisions this time. But, the worst of the worst when it comes down to the guns. Well, maybe they're not that bad, but they do take so much, I don't like that gun. Due to the reload and single shot time it takes, it's basically not possible to do more than one shot per turn. And I don't like that. Anyways, my friends, I will leave it like that. I usually don't play demos too much, but I wanted to play this one a little bit before it's time to introduce it to you, because I feel like right now it's a little bit rough around the edges. Maybe the balancing is off. Maybe I'm just too stupid to play it right. It's hard to tell. I gotta say, either way, I'm very much looking forward to when this game is fully accessible. I don't know, I always have problems with diving deeper into the challenges of a game before it is really done. Because, you know, at the end of the day, I have to relearn things and whatnot. And I don't like that too much, so... Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will be back later.